Hello and welcome to another video. I hope that you're all very well. Today I'd like to talk about the 6-point check. We've all heard about this 6-point check, but what is it? The 6-point check is an observational safety procedure which is carried out by a driver before moving off from a parked position. Now, as the name suggests, there are 6 parts to it. The first part is that we observe from the rear side window. And what we're looking for is pedestrians. So if there were any pedestrians there, we would see it. We then draw our attention to the side mirror, the left side mirror, and by looking there we can see all the way down the pavement. So if there was a cyclist there, again we would see them. So once we've carried out those 2 checks, we then move our attention to the mirror, the interior mirror here, and by looking there we can see the road behind us. The next part of the 6-point check is where a lot of drivers go wrong, and that's the road in front. A lot of drivers pay attention to the road behind them that they forget that a vehicle may still come from the front. The 5th observation is the side mirror, the exterior mirror, on the right hand side, and again we can see if there was anybody coming, any drivers, cyclists, motorcyclists on the road. And then we've got the blind spot safety check, which is the 6th observation, the final observation. When you carry this observation out, it's important that you do look fully over your shoulder, because what a lot of learner drivers do, they just move their chin slightly and they look to the right. That's not the blind spot safety check. The blind spot safety check, your body, upper body wants to move. This shoulder, your left shoulder, wants to come in front of you. So you really want to be doing that. So that is a 6-point safety check. Must the 6-point check always be carried out when moving off? Well, there are some instructors who insist from their learner drivers that yes, it has to be carried out. However, when you're moving off, the most important factor is that you take effective observations. Now, whether this means carrying out a full 6-point check or a partial check, that's irrelevant, as long as you know that you have carried out the checks and they are effective. Let me give you an example. If you're in a car park, a busy supermarket car park, you've got shoppers in a hurry, you've got excited children, you've got people pushing trolleys, and then you've got other people parking their car in and out of the bays. In a situation like that, a 6-point check is vital. You need to know exactly what's happening around you, 360 degrees all around the vehicle, because anything can happen. Pedestrian can come from between cars, cars can move off. According to insurance companies, most accidents happen in car parks. Most accident claims happen in car parks. Even though they're minor, they are still claims. Now, if I was to move off from here, it's a quiet residential road. I know it's clear around me. For me to move off here, the minimum observations that I need to carry out is basically I need to see that there's nothing coming in my back window here in the mirror. I need to be aware of the road ahead, as the end of the road is not very far and somebody can turn into the road. I need to be aware of my exterior mirror on the right, and of course the most important thing, I need to be aware of the blind spot safety check, and I'm ready to move off. The possibility of somebody suddenly coming from my left is very slim. So that's the 6-point check. Now, what does the examiner expect? Does the examiner expect you to carry out a 6-point check? Well, the examiner again expects you to take effective observations. Whether you carry out a 6-point check or not is fine. Now, this is where a lot of instructors say, you know what, you should always carry out a 6-point check because you can't go wrong. Now, if you're going to go for the driving test and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've done it, and you move off, the examiner can still fail you if you haven't taken effective observations. Just because you're looking like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it doesn't mean that you're observing, that you're taking in the information. So it's not just a matter of following the formality, it's a matter of genuinely looking around you, being aware of what is there and what may happen. Can a driving examiner fail you for not taking effective observations? Yes, most certainly they can. Taking effective observations is vital, not just for the driving test, but for your own safety. When you start the driving test, you will usually start in a car park, and there may be a learner driver on your left and a learner driver on your right. So it's not just about looking and saying, yeah, I'm aware he's there, I'm aware he's there, there's nobody else coming, and move off. Because you've also got to be aware that one of those cars, one of those drivers may move off at the same time as you. In which case, the examiner may even grab your wheel or apply the dual brake, and therefore the test will be marked as a fail. So when you look around, be aware of the situation and assess it. So if you can see that the other person is ready to move off, maybe you can make eye contact with them and invite them to go first. It's not a problem. Well, I hope that answered your question on the 6-point check. If it has, then you know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, do share it with anyone you know that may benefit. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.